On this week's episode, I'm checking out new and improved updates from Microsoft Outlook that are really exciting and will make a huge difference to you and your business. Want to know more? Stay tuned.
Learn with Andy Malone.
Today's video is sponsored by Ticket, the ultimate AI-powered service management solution for Microsoft Teams. Learn more at Cyrusen.com. You know, over the last few weeks, I've been focusing on Microsoft Entra and Microsoft 365. Well, Microsoft continue to evolve their products, and in this episode, I'm checking out Microsoft Outlook and Microsoft Exchange. Communications and collaborations are critical for business, and some of these features that I'm talking about today, they've actually been available on premises for quite a number of years, but we've not seen them in the cloud. So it's super exciting to see them here at last. Also, we're going to talk about some of the updated plans, which pretty much affect all users. There's definitely a number of updates that you're getting there. So again, we'll cover those and make sure that you stay tuned to the end. Now, if you've not subscribed, we'd love for you to come on board. So bump the button up there, ring the bell, and come and join my learning community. And if you'd like access to full courses, then of course I have a Patreon channel just here where you'll get access there to everything, including monthly Zoom calls, full Microsoft courses, and lots more. More details down below. So I think without any further ado, let's jump in and check out some of these cool Outlook and Exchange updates. Enjoy. So we've been waiting for this one for quite some time. Now, when you send an email, typically it's gone, it's sent, and there's nothing worse than realizing that you've made a mistake and you need to pull that email back because it can be very embarrassing. Now, of course, this is something that Microsoft have had in the likes of Microsoft Exchange for years, but it's never been available in the cloud. Well, they've just announced that Message Recall is now available and it's being rolled out for users. So to make sure that you get access to it, first of all, go into your Exchange Admin Center, which I've got open here, come down into Settings on the left-hand side, and here in Settings, you will see the option for Mail Flow. Simply click on that, and the first two settings that you're going to want to take a look at are down here. You can see it's called Message Recall. Now, as you can see, this has been enabled for me. So again, you can now switch it on or switch it off depending on how you want to be. Allow users to recall messages that they've sent by mistake and so on. Now you can also recall alerts for recipients as well. So you can specify for all messages only or only for a certain message within a certain time frame if you want to do that. And this feature is off, but again, as I said, you can switch that on there. Now that's the first thing. So you just go ahead and you just save those changes. And once you've made your choices, that's it. Message Recall is in place. So that means if I flip into Outlook here, you can see that I've got an email prepared to go for Alex. And I can, one of the things, of course, I can do is you can also schedule that send. So if you don't want to send it right now, maybe you want to send it in the middle of the night, you can do that. But I'm happy. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on send. Now, of course, once that message is sent and you need to recall it, there's a couple of places where you can do that. If you're using a PC, just go into the properties of the message and you can see recall this message is there. Just simply click on that. If you're using a Mac, go into send items, right click the message and it's in the menu there. Now, once you've sent that, you'll get a message report here and you can see it shows you that the message has indeed been recalled. Now, we also have a slightly related feature called Undo Send, and the user can actually enable this by going into your file. If you go into Settings, and here in your Settings, if you click on Mail and then go on to Compose, in the Compose menu down here, we have this feature called Undo Send. Now, if you're sending an email and you've sent it and then you go, oh my, I shouldn't have done that. It's sitting in the outbox for some reason, you can then quickly recall it. Now, although you can go up to 30 seconds, it does actually recommend that you don't do that you keep it at 10 seconds, because obviously once it's gone, then it's message recall. But while it's still sitting in the outbox, you've got this option here to basically, when you send a message, there will be an option that says undo send, and you click on that and it basically undoes the send. So next we have mail flow rules. Now, these are nothing new. We've had these in Outlook, and indeed from a user perspective, they can configure them, or an admin can configure these at the tenant level, of course. But we now have a couple of new features, and we can find these if you go into File in Outlook, go into Settings, and if you click onto the Mail tab, we have Rules here. And if I go ahead and create a new rule, I'll just call this Test, we can now set a condition. And we can say, obviously, who it's from, to, and so on. But if you scroll down, you've now got this new marked with option. And we've had, obviously, marked with importance, marked with sensitivity, and now we have marked with external. So if you're sending this to an external source or from an external source, we can now do additional or conditional formatting and decide what to do with this email. So that's really nice that we've now got the external filter in Rules. Now, just before I go, I wanted to mention some licensing changes that have been recently introduced, specifically business plans. So Business Standard and Business Premium, the big change here is that you're getting an increase in mailbox size from 50 gig to 100 gig. So that's really welcomed. For Business Standard, however, there is a slight increase in cost there. Business Premium, there's no changes. E3 and E5, well, certainly E3, you're getting a Defender update, so you're getting Defender Plan 1, and also E3 and E5, you're getting the Intune suite now included if you've got Intune there. Of course, we've got the E7, the new shiny E7 Frontier suite, that has everything, whistles and bells included, Copilot, agents, everything that you'll need there. The downside is, of course, that that's $99 per month. So again, you may want to think about that. So there you have it, just a few but very important changes, especially if you're using Outlook. And for a user perspective, there's some really useful stuff there that I'm so glad to see coming finally into the cloud that we used to have, of course, on premises. Hey, listen, if you enjoyed that, give me a big thumbs up, hit the like button. It really does make a difference to the channel. And if you've not subscribed, we'd love you to come on board. Okay, that's it for this time. You stay safe, and I'll see you real soon. Take care.